DECA is working hard to make families' dreams come true. The West Bloomfield DECA program is giving back this holiday season thanks to a wonderful partnership with Humble Design. And here to tell us more about this partnership and their Thanksgiving mission, we have West Bloomfield High School DECA coordinator Julie Zalla joining us today. Julie, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Really good, and glad to have you with us. And I'm really interested in hearing about DECA's mission this Thanksgiving. Can you tell us about this year's project?
So this year, as one of our projects, we're doing a community service project with DECA. And our students have been collecting money, and they're still doing that for about another week. And we're doing what's called a Day of Joy. And that Day of Joy is going to allow us, we're going to start out at the Humble Design warehouse. And from there, we're going to pack up a bunch of things, everything from bedding to furniture to everything that you can possibly imagine, books and toys and all of that. And we're going to be putting them in our cars with our students, and we're going to be driving them to a home that is a local family that is emerging from homelessness. So they have not been sleeping on beds or anything like that. This will be their opportunity to do so after a long time. And we're going to spend the entire day cleaning the house, setting everything up in the different rooms. Our students and our staff are each gonna get a different room to set up to be for whatever age the child might be, or the mother. And then at the end of the day, the family is actually going to come back and see their house for the first time with the furniture inside of it.
Wow, that is amazing. That is so really cool to hear, and really great what you guys are doing. And that's great that you're working with Humble Design to help make this happen. How did this partnership with Humble Design come to be?
Well, amazing is I had an opportunity to meet the owner of Humble Design. There's a Humble Design Detroit and Chicago and San Diego. And she's just this incredible lady named, and just love her. And she started here in Detroit. That was the most successful. And from there, we got into discussions probably about 5 or 6 years ago. And we have done 2 others. This is our 3rd home that we're going to do for the holidays. Each one has been an incredible experience with our students and our staff, as a matter of fact, saying it's probably one of the best experiences they have. It's really humbling and touching and really makes you feel a part of the community. I can say for myself, I know this has been one of the best opportunities I've had as a teacher in 27 years.
Wow, that's great to hear, and really interesting to hear about how things have evolved. And you just touched on this a little bit, but I want to hear, how rewarding is this, not only for you, but for the students to be giving back in this way?
It's incredible. I always try and prepare them before they're going to do this by saying this is going to be an emotional experience for you, because they don't realize how emotional it is to see the family come in after, living on the floor, and some of them have been in shelters for over a year and not had a home, to walk in for the first time and seeing the kids' reaction to having a bed of their own and a room of their own. And the students really take that. In fact, about 5 years ago when we did our first one, the students, I've seen them since then, and they still have said that it was one of the best experiences that they've had, learning about giving back, and they've done it in other ways since then. And in fact, one of the people from our DECA chapter that's an advisor, she has retired, and she is now working with them to help do things at their factory. So it's really been full circle.
I like that. It's kind of a bit of a pay it forward sort of thing. And I really like that that's what's starting to come from this project. For those just joining us on The Splash, we have the DECA coordinator with West Bloomfield High School, Julie Zalla, as we're talking about their Thanksgiving mission this year, helping out a family in need. And you said that this is the 3rd year that you've been doing something like this. So you've helped out 2 families in the past. What were their reactions to what you guys did for them?
Well, it was incredible. Usually the family cries, but I think we cry harder when they arrive. But they are so appreciative and so kind. And the reactions from the children are amazing, because we'll put like games in there and they haven't had their own game. Probably the thing that they're most excited about is having their own room, but having a bed. And we don't realize how big of a deal it is to have your own bed and not be sleeping on the floor. and for the mother to go into her own room and have her own space where she's not sharing with her children, 5 or 6 of them in one space. It is so rewarding. It just makes you want to keep on doing it. And our students are going to have the opportunity to explain what they've done at a state level for Michigan DECA, and then hopefully at an international level to expand about how incredible this program is in April when we go to the Orlando for the international conference.
Wow. And just hearing about this project, it kind of reminds me of that old show, Extreme Makeover Home Edition, only this is Extreme Makeover DECA Edition. But all of this sounds so great, Julie. And
thank you.
Why is it important for you guys to be giving back in this way, especially around a time like the holidays and Thanksgiving?
I think it's important to realize that this is a local family, and I think that we as a community and as DECA, being a very large organization in West Bloomfield, we want to give back. There has been one of the families was a student of our district, and you never know who the family is before we get to this day, but we were very fortunate to be able to give back to the student. Their faces and things are not shown, so they would not know that in the community. But it's important for the students also to learn at a young age the importance of giving back, and that you never know a family need might be somebody next door to you or sitting next to you in class. And we need to work as a community to keep giving back to each other.
That's great. Great words to say, and a big message for the entire community. And Julie, if people are watching this and wanting to help out themselves, where can people go to learn a little more information or maybe to make some donations of themselves?
Absolutely. HumbleDesignDetroit.com is the website to learn more about Humble Design. And if you actually go to our district page, you can look at our newsletters that come out every week, and there's a QR code to give to our fundraiser. It costs $3,500 to do a day of joy, so every donation is really appreciated. The more we can do for the family, the better it is, and the better experience it is for them. One year we were able to do a Christmas tree for the family and put some presents underneath it from all the donations. So every donation counts.
That's absolutely right. Every single donation counts. Julie, I want to thank you so much for your time today. One more question before I let you go. What other projects is DECA going to be working on in the future to be helping the community?
We have another one that's been going on that is Stack the Stigma, where we've been working with the athletes in our community and outside of the community, some of our graduates who have moved on to the NFL and also to be playing in some of the top 10 schools. And we are learning about bullying and bringing the importance of also, besides bullying, about how important is mental health, and to kind of have a mental health playbook so that you have something to go back to and look at if you're struggling at any point, something and resources for you. So that's another one. There is another local organization that we're working with out of Schoolcraft, and they work with special needs students to have them learn how. They actually work in a bakery, and we're working with them as well to kind of share with community what that they do there, and to get them to purchase from them and to visit as well.
Great things. Glad to hear of everything you're working on, and we appreciate everything you do for the community. Julie Zalla, we thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you so much. Have a great holiday.